Hello, testing, testing. Can I get a thumbs up from people in the back if you can hear me? Appreciate y'all, thank you so much. Good evening, friends, family, graduates, and honored guests. Welcome to the 2026 UNM-Taos graduation. The processional will begin in a few moments, but before we begin, there are a few announcements. Please place your phones on silent, and I'll give you a second to do that. Please locate the nearest exit. In the event of an emergency, an announcement will be made from the podium. Please listen carefully and follow directions of event staff and ushers. For everyone's safety and comfort, smoking, including e-cigarettes and the use of lighters or any open flame, are not permitted in the Sagebrush Inn and Conference Center. A professional photographer will be taking photos of students as they cross the stage. Photos can be downloaded free of charge. Please hold flowers and gifts to the end of the ceremony. After the ceremony, guests should remain at their seats until the recessional is completed. You may then meet your graduate in the courtyard area where the reception will be held. This event is being recorded and will be live streamed for virtual attendees. Tonight, you will witness a ceremony rich in tradition as we recognize the class of 2026 UNM-Taos graduates. Please stand for the procession. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, followed by the national anthem performed by Elizabeth Calvert.
Color guard, carry flag. Forward march. Color guard, present colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Color guard, carry flag.
Pastor Rudy Martinez from Good News Christian Fellowship, Taos, will offer the invocation.
Greetings. A Bible says in the book of Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Let us pray, if you would bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we gather together this evening with gratitude and joy as we celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. Thank you for bringing them to this important milestone through years of hard work, perseverance, and determination. We also thank you for the families, the friends, the faculty, and mentors who have supported and encouraged them along the way. Lord, as these graduates step into new opportunities and responsibilities, we ask for your guidance upon their lives. Give them wisdom in their decisions, strength in challenges, humility in success, and compassion towards others. May they use the knowledge and the ability that they have gained to bring hope, integrity, and positive influence wherever life leads them. Bless this college, its leadership, and this community. Let tonight be celebration filled with gratitude, hope, and expectation for the future. We commit this evening into your hands and ask for your continued favor and peace upon us all. In your holy name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
You may be seated.
Color guard, close the colors.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mary Gutierrez, Chancellor of the University of New Mexico, Taos.
Good evening and welcome. The University of New Mexico, Taos sits on the traditional homelands of the Red Willow people of Taos, Pueblo. The original people of current-day New Mexico, Pueblo, Navajo, and Apache, since time immemorial, have deep connections to the land and have made significant contributions to the broader community statewide. We honor the land itself and those who remain stewards of the land throughout the generations, and also acknowledge our committed relationship to Indigenous peoples. We gratefully recognize our history and work to maintain fruitful, healthy relationships with our neighbors for generations to come. Tonight, we celebrate an extraordinary graduating class. This year, 192 graduates earned 209 awards. You should be clapping. This class earned the highest number of associate degrees awarded by the college in the past 5 years and the largest number of certificates in the history of the college. Those numbers represent achievement, determination, and lives changed through education. To our graduates, each of you, congratulations. You reached this moment through hard work, resilience, and commitment. Many of you balanced coursework alongside jobs, family responsibilities, financial pressures, and the many demands of everyday life. You persisted, and tonight we celebrate what you have accomplished. We also recognize the families and loved ones who supported these graduates along the way. Your encouragement, sacrifice, and belief helped make this moment possible. To our faculty, thank you for the expertise, mentorship, and care you bring to your work. You challenge students to grow while helping them to see their own potential, often long before they see it themselves. And to our staff, thank you so much for creating the systems, the support, and sense of belonging that helps students succeed. From admissions to advising, financial aid to facilities, your work is essential to every graduate who crosses this stage tonight. Graduates, your success matters not only to you and your families, but to our entire region. The work you have done here strengthens our communities, workforce, healthcare systems, and local economy. Tonight marks both an ending and a beginning. Whether you continue your education, enter the workforce, continue serving in the workforce, or pursue new goals, I hope you leave here proud of everything that you have achieved and confident in what comes next. On behalf of the University of New Mexico, Taos, congratulations, class of 2026. We are proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Gutierrez. I would like to invite my coworker and friend, Angelique Vargas of UNM-Taos, to introduce our student speaker.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angelique Vargas, and today I have the honor of introducing someone I've had the privilege of knowing and working with for quite some time. We worked together at Rocky Mountain Youth Corps, where I got to see firsthand her dedication, leadership, and commitment to the community. Even back then, she was someone that people naturally gravitated toward because of how genuine, hardworking, and down-to-earth she is. She always showed up, ready to help and support others and lead by example. One thing that really stood out to me was the way she cared about the people around her, whether it was mentoring younger crew members, encouraging someone who was struggling, or simply bringing a positive attitude to any space she entered. She made an impact on the people she worked with. Those are qualities that have continued to follow her into everything that she does today. Many people on campus know her as a dedicated math tutor who brings such positive energy into the learning environment. She creates a space where students feel comfortable asking questions, opening up, and being honest when they need help. I think that says a lot about who she is as a person. She has a way of making people feel supported and capable, which is such an important quality to have, especially in spaces where students can sometimes feel intimidated or discouraged. Today, she graduates with an Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts, and this fall, she will continue her journey to the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque, where she will pursue a master's, where she will pursue a degree in mathematics with a minor in education. I think that path reflects so much of who she already is. Someone who not only excels academically, but who genuinely cares about helping others learn and grow. Her journey really reflects what community, perseverance, leadership, and compassion look like, and it has been really special to watch her continue to grow and make a difference in the lives of others. Please join me in welcoming Angelina Fresquez.
Full disclosure, I am so scared right now, so please give me some grace. I want to start by saying good evening, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Standing here today, it would be easy for me to talk about a perfect journey to this stage, but for many of us, it really wasn't. For me, it was kind of like a mountain trail. It was steep, it was rocky, and sometimes I lost my footing entirely. There were semesters where I didn't just struggle, I failed. I failed like all the classes in one semester, like multiple times. My freshman year was 2020, and I think that we all know how that went. Between family issues, personal traumas, and 4 different cars, sometimes schoolwork was the last priority on my plate. There were times my mental health felt like a weight I couldn't lift, and I saw that struggle reflected in my grades and in my spirit. But the reason why I'm standing here today isn't because I was a perfect student, it's because I kept showing up. There's an old saying that if you fall down 7 times, you stand up 8. In my case, it felt like falling every single semester and deciding every single time that I wasn't finished. I learned that resilience isn't about never hitting the ground, it's about making sure the ground is just the place that you pause before getting back up and climbing again. That showing up is what I'd like to think of as quiet, local grit. I've seen it every day in our tutoring center. I've worked with students who are balancing full-time jobs, families, health issues, and math. It just feels impossible. But we don't just show up for ourselves, we show up for each other. That's the magic of this campus. It feels like home because it is home. In Taos, you're never truly alone, even when you feel like it. And when you look out into a crowd like this, if you guys want to look around and see who's next to you, you see a Tocayo, you see a neighbor, you see a friend, you see a primo. And I wouldn't be here without the people who saw me when I felt invisible. To the math and science departments, Holly, Paul, Dr. Nichols, Jessica, and Dr. Alexander, thank you. Thank you for the bad jokes that broke the tension, for the grace you showed when things were hard, and for treating us like people before you treated us like students. You taught me that being an educator is about connection before it is about the curriculum. Ooh, every time I practice this, I cried. And on a deeply personal note, there is one person who's been the foundation of my life. Grandma, everything I do is to make you proud. I'm the first person in our family to walk across this stage, and I didn't walk here alone. I walked here on the power of your prayers, your love, and your sacrifices. So this degree belongs to the both of us. So as we leave here today, I ask the graduating class to not look at your degree as a trophy to hang on a wall, but as a seed. We are the future of this community, the teachers, the nurses, the artists, and the leaders who know exactly what it means to struggle and what it takes to succeed. Let the patience and empathy we practiced in these halls be the gift we give to the world. Class of 2026, don't ever let a setback define your worth. Let it fuel your purpose. Today is the foundation for a life of service. Let's take this Taos grit, go out there and show the world what happens when we truly show up for each other. Congratulations, everybody, we did it.
The best graduation speakers come from our community. They honor and value the things that we know are true, and they speak that truth from this podium. They understand that education does not replace the lessons of home and family, land and water, culture and community. Education adds to these truths by deepening our understanding of who we are and where we come from, connecting what we learn in classrooms to the wisdom that we inherit, and giving us the tools to protect and preserve the natural resources and way of life in rural New Mexico. Tonight's speaker shares much in common with many of our graduates. She is a friend, a daughter, a sister, a wife, and a mother. She has persevered through highs and through lows, and has earned a place in the heart of Taos, not simply through her title, but through years of quietly serving Taoseños. You see care in small but meaningful things, conversations at the soccer field or the hockey rink, check-ins in the aisles of Walmart, attention to every little detail. I could think of no better way than to thank Dr. Randi Archuleta for 14 years of service as dean than by asking her to speak at this year's graduation ceremony. As it turns out, she will continue serving for one more year. And tonight is a special start to the next 365 days. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Randi Archuleta.
Buenas noches, estudiantes, empleados, profesores y familias de Universidad de Nuevo Mexico, Taos. When I first got the invitation to be the graduation speaker, my initial response was, wait, are you talking to me? Are you asking me? I thought surely this was an episode of Punk'd. And then almost immediately, that feeling shifted into something else entirely, a deep sense of honor, and honestly, of being completely humbled by the opportunity and by the faith this institution and its leadership has placed in me. So I started thinking about, what should this speech be about? At the time, I believed I would be closing a chapter, stepping away from my role as dean and returning to the classroom. I felt like a moment of transition, a moment to say thank you. And I thought I had it all figured out, but then as life usually does, it doesn't always go as planned. About a month later, Dr. Gutierrez, I was on the phone with her, and she told me the search for the new dean had not yielded a successful candidate. It felt like, for those of you old enough to remember an episode of Dallas, in which you realize the whole last season was just a dream, and you suddenly wake up and you're still the dean. And I remember this out-of-body type of experience or moment, hearing myself say this as the words came out of my mouth. Of course I would never leave UNM-Taos in the lurch. I'd be honored to continue to serve and walk side by side with you, and to serve UNM-Taos for another year. And I'm pretty sure the message to campus went out before I even got home that evening, and just joking, but it might have gone out that quick. And just like that, when I thought it was a goodbye, it was a hello again, kind of like an Adele song. Stepping back into the role felt like putting on a comfortable pair of old jeans, maybe a little tighter than they used to be, but a few stutter steps and then back in stride. But somewhere along the way, I lost my focus for this speech. Have you ever felt so stuck that you just felt so overwhelmed you couldn't move forward. I'm sensing by the speeches this evening already that you've all felt that way. That's exactly how I felt until about a week ago. I stopped by Rachel Gift's office and learned she was working with her public speaking class on speeches for special occasions. How fortuitous, right? I asked her if I could talk to her students because, one, I wanted to know if they'd write the speech for me, and two, what I really wanted to know was, what do you want to hear in a graduation speech? What do you really want to know, and what do you want to hear that would inspire you? So I sat with her class and I listened. And they reminded me that this moment for you tonight is not a beginning, is not an end, but it's a beginning of your journey. That your education is something that no one can ever take away from you. This diploma is yours. That even though when life gets hard, there's still hope. That what makes this place special is the collective, the people, the relationships, the community. And it reminded me of something we all say here at UNM-Taos. You belong here. And in that moment, it was something even bigger. We belong here. My own journey from Los Angeles to Taos to UNM-Taos nearly 25 years ago, yes, the gray hairs probably show that, has not been a straight line. Since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a psychologist, and I followed that path all the way to a PhD. But I can still remember my first clinical experience and thinking, oh boy, this is not exactly what I thought this would be. It was a bit terrifying. I questioned if I had made the right decision, but I told myself, just keep going, stay open, follow with grace, even when you're unsure, and trust that something will unfold. And it did. I did my internship at the University of San Francisco, and then worked as a psychologist at the counseling center at the Claremont colleges. This led me to working with college students, and I realized this is my home. And what I have come to value most in all these years is not just what I've taught, but what I have received. Because what has impacted me the most has been you, our students. The moments that stay with me are never the ones that you would have predicted. For example, I remember being at the Paseo that year. Remember they had the big dome? And I was watching my kids play alongside a former student's grandchildren. And she turned to me and said, I got sober because of your class. That's why I'm here watching my grandchildren today. There are no words for a moment like that. Or standing in line at the grocery store when a former student said, I'm a better parent because of your class. All significantly more important than Sigmund Freud. They knew I wouldn't say a speech without mentioning Freud. Or seeing a former nursing student in labor and delivery. And yes, they saw a side of me I never expected to share. But in that moment, I saw a side of her I had never seen before. I saw her skill and her compassion. And it occurred to me we only see a small part of our students and each other in the classroom. But every person carries with them so much more, and that realization changed me. It taught me to see students more fully, to appreciate what we don't see immediately, and to lead with empathy. Because in education, it's not one-directional, it's mutual, it's human, and it's transformative for all of us. And you'll be happy to know I'm not going to quote a One Direction song. This journey is not just about where you end up, but it's about everything it took to get here. I've heard the stories for many years here, and I've heard them tonight. We honor not just your diplomas this evening, but your dedication, your resilience, your determination to keep going. Each of your stories matters. And as a community, I truly hope we at UNM-Taos have given you a solid foundation to move forward. Whether that's continuing your education, entering the workforce, or carving a path that is uniquely your own. I hope we have given you the confidence to explore your journey and your story, and the courage to write it in your own voice. So as you move forward from this night, hold on to this. This is not the end, it's the beginning. Your education is yours forever. There is hope, even in uncertainty, and be your true self. And wherever you go, follow when you need to, and lead when the moment calls you. And in both, follow with grace and lead with kindness. Before I close, I want to say thank you to my colleagues, right here, and everyone there, those who lift me up every single day when I'm feeling low, and those who make me laugh every single day that we work together, because they know my motto is you better laugh or you're going to cry. To my family, who are probably watching tonight, thank you for your sacrifices, for your support, and for giving me the space to do this work. I'm forever grateful. To the chancellors of UNM-Taos, past and present, who have mentored me through this moment, thank you. And to the students graduating tonight, this moment belongs to you, to your families, to this community, and it has been one of the greatest honors of my life to walk alongside you. Thank you, and congratulations. Now I introduce myself back up here, and now I'd like to recognize some folks here tonight and give some special recognitions. In your program, there are symbols next to students' names. These symbols represent activities that these graduates have participated in during their time at UNM-Taos. We would like to acknowledge their outstanding achievements. First, we honor our students who have served our country as members of the United States Armed Forces. With active military or veterans, please stand up and be recognized. Students are the first ones in their family to earn a college degree. Please stand up and be recognized. Honors students with a GPA of 3.5 or greater, please stand and be recognized. Members of Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. Members of Sigma Theta Tau National Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. Officers of the Student Government Association, please stand and be recognized. Tonight, we will also recognize dual-credit high school students from Escalante High School, Cuesta High School, Taos Academy, Taos High School, and Vista Grande High School. Many who are here with us tonight graduating with not only their high school diplomas, but also with their certificate and associate degrees. 10 dual-credit students received 10 certificates, and 3 students received their associate degrees. Would all dual enrollment students and graduates please stand up and be recognized? Tonight is also a special evening for our campus. Not only are we here to celebrate our students and their incredible accomplishments, but we're also honoring the legacy of someone who has shaped this institution in lasting ways. Dr. Kate O'Neill, our longtime Associate Professor of Psychology and former Chancellor. I first met Kate almost 25 years ago, shortly after moving to Taos and looking for an opportunity to step into teaching. I'd already heard about her work, not only here at UNM-Taos, but at Harvard, alongside Dr. Carol Gilligan's, whose scholarship I had long admired. Meeting someone connected to that work, which helped elevate the voice and understanding of women in psychology, was genuinely impactful. Kate gave me my first real opportunity here at UNM-Taos. She took a chance on me, a clinical psychologist from LA, and supported my transition into the classroom. That moment changed the course of my life and career, and her vision for teaching here, what it means to be truly know our students, to understand their lives, and teach in ways that has deep, lasting impact. That has stayed with me forever since. And while that's my story, it's just one of so many. Her impact has been felt across the campus, the community, and the state of New Mexico. Kate began her career at UNM-Taos in 1994 as an adjunct faculty member and built her entire professional journey here, ultimately serving in roles that shaped nearly every dimension of the institution. She also served as clinical director of Community Against Violence, extending her work deeply into the fiber and well-being of the Taos community. So from faculty member to department chair to associate dean and ultimately chancellor, she was not only a part of the institution's growth, she was central to it. As chancellor, her leadership significantly shaped the physical and academic development of the campus. Over her tenure, she helped advance the transformation of this college into a more fully realized campus, including the development of the Clower campus, Rio Grande Hall, and Baton Hall. In addition, she played key roles in securing major external funding that supported the growth of infrastructure and strengthening institutional capacity. She supported efforts that led to the establishment and accreditation of the Kids Campus, so expanding educational and family services across the region. Across all of this work, her influence extended beyond that. She was Secretary of Higher Education in the state of New Mexico, led statewide associations, contributed to national boards, and participated in shaping higher education policy well beyond this campus. Her leadership did not go unnoticed. In 2017, she was Taos News Citizen of the Year. It reflects her professional accomplishments and the way she shows up for this community in meaningful ways. But what stands out most in looking at her career is not just the scale of her leadership, but the consistency of her commitment. She built, led, taught, served, and returned always to the same purpose: expanding access and opportunity for students in New Mexico. Beyond all of that, Kate has been modeling something that's important about having a full and vibrant life, whether it's poetry, fly fishing, new adventures still awaiting, or the joy of being a grandmother. She reminds us that life in the service of others can be one rich with curiosity, connection, and I'm honored and privileged to call Dr. O'Neill not only my mentor, but a friend. Kate, your legacy is everywhere, in the campus we stand on, in the programs we offer, and the countless lives you've touched. And to our graduates tonight, her legacy lives on in each of you. The same belief in possibility, in access, and in the power of education that shaped this institution has also shaped your journey. Kate, thank you for your service to UNM-Taos, to the Taos community, and to the state of New Mexico. Congratulations, Professor Emerita, on your retirement. Kate is retiring this semester, so all of you that have been lucky enough to have her as your instructor, we thank her for her service. We will now recognize the candidates for graduation by academic program. Will all the graduates please rise? I now invite Greg Delaney, Department Chair for Career and Technical Education, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I proudly present the certificate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the Regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
I now invite Jamie Knight, Department Chair for Fine Arts. Okay, we'll wait for Greg. I think we're waiting for Greg. They didn't. They went to sit down. Well, no.
Jacobo Baca, Associates of Applied Science and General Studies, and Certificate in Construction Technology. We honor the memory and accomplishments of Emma L. Sims. Tonight, Emma is awarded an Associate's of Applied Science in General Studies and a Certificate in Culinary Arts. We invite their mother, Susan Sims, to accept this recognition on their behalf. Hugo A. Fernandez, Associate of Arts in Pre-Business Administration. Maria V. Quintana, Associate of Arts in Pre-Business Administration and Certificate in Entrepreneurship. Alan P. Hernandez Dominguez, Certificate in 3D Printing. Josiah Lovato, Certificate in Commercial Driver's License. Moises Rael, Certificate in Commercial Driver's License. Giovanni Mohammed, Certificate in Construction Technology. Esteban Gomez, Certificate in Construction Technology. Nicholas F. Lopez, Certificate in Construction Technology. Isabella McWilliams, Certificate in Culinary Arts. Manuel E. Voigt, Certificate in Culinary Arts. Edward W. Sotelo, Certificate in Woodworking.
I now invite, once again, Jamie Knight, Department Chair of Fine Arts, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the certificate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Aubrey A. Cheatham, Associate of Fine Arts. Tamara Frazier, Associate of Arts in Fine Arts. Alyssa Bell, Associate of Arts in Fine Arts. Declan I. Plaster, Associate of Arts in Fine Arts. Marissa A. Alviar, Associate of Arts in Fine Arts.
I now invite Peter Walker, Department Chair of Film and Digital Media Arts, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the certificate and associate's degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Isaiah D. Vigil, Associate of Arts in Film and Digital Media Arts, and Certificate in Film Technician. Benjamin D. Kalish, Associate of Arts in Film and Digital Media Arts. Arabella C. Larson, Associate of Arts in Film and Digital Media Arts. Genevieve Allerid, Associate of Arts in Film and Digital Media Arts and Certificate in Film Technician. Eduardo M. Bernal, Associate of Arts in Film and Digital Media Arts and Certificate in Film Technician. Brooklyn A. Maestas, Certificate in Film Technician. Amber F. Bigby, Certificate in Film Technician.
No, I think when Amber comes. Not yet. Yeah, wait. No, not. Now, I now invite Josh Wright, Department Chair for Health Sciences, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the certificate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Emily Cruz, Certificate in Emergency Medical Services, EMT Basic. Evan Perry, Certificate in Emergency Medical Services, EMT Basic. Isabella C. Garcia, Certificate in Phlebotomy Technician and Emergency Medical Services Basic. Mia Guzman Martinez, Certificate in Emergency Medical Services, EMT Basic. Enola Romero, Certificate in Emergency Medical Services, EMT Basic. Shifra S. Campbell, Certificate in Holistic Health and Healing. Patricia L. Solano, Certificate in Integrative Massage Therapy. Oralis Aragon, Certificate in Integrative Massage Therapy. Marisol A. Mendoza, Certificate in Integrative Massage Therapy. Wendy A. Knight, Certificate in Integrative Massage Therapy. Eglantina Aragon, Certificate in Integrative Massage Therapy. Brittany P. Silva, Certificate in Medical Assistant, Certificate in Nursing Assistant, and Certificate in Phlebotomy Technician. Vanessa L. Palomino, Certificate in Phlebotomy Technician. Nayeli E. Maestas, Certificate in Phlebotomy Technician.
I now invite Don Kittner, Director of Nursing, to the podium. There you go.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the certificate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Gabriel A. Casillas III, Associate of Science in Nursing. Antonia A. Lamendola, Associate of Science in Nursing. Beverly R. Mondragon, Associate of Science in Nursing. Sophia Parkin, Associate of Science in Nursing. Jessica R. Campbell, Associate of Science in Nursing. Haley L. Medina, Associate of Science in Nursing. Joshua D. Torres, Associate of Science in Nursing. Mariana C. Lopez, Associate of Science in Nursing. Alana Blank, Associate of Science in Nursing. Cheyenne N. Johnson, Associate of Science in Nursing. Kenna J. Sandoval, Associate of Science in Nursing. Sydney M. Pino, Associate of Science in Nursing. Alyssa M. Castillo, Certificate in Nursing Assistant. Liliana C. Jaramillo, Certificate in Nursing Assistant. Sierra M. Lewis, Certificate in Nursing Assistant. Abigail J. Weathers, Certificate in Nursing Assistant. Nicole Marcus, Certificate in Nursing Assistant. Amelia R. Caldwell, Certificate in Nursing. Mia Ramos, Certificate in Nursing Assistant. Giovanna Cordova, Certificate in Nursing Assistant.
I now invite Amber Gordon, the Department Chair for Humanities, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the candidate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Althea McCann Taber, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. Stephanie K. Ryan, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. Angelina A. Fresquez, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. Sophie A. Dunn, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. Yasmin E. Garcia, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. Diana Gutierrez, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. Maria G. Zarazua Perez, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts. On behalf of Marisa Mariscal, Associate of Arts and Liberal Arts, she is studying in Japan currently. Her mother, Ana Gonzalez, is accepting on behalf.
I now invite Karen Klippel, Department Chair for Math and Science, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the certificate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Brooke A. Woodmansey, Associate of Science and Pre-Science. Roberta R. Lujan, Associate of Science in Pre-Science and Certificate in Phlebotomy Technician. Arabella R. Martinez, Associate of Science in Pre-Science. Alicia M. Valencia, Associate of Science in Pre-Science. Carrie A. Valencia, Associate of Science in Pre-Science. Yolanda L. Hernandez, Associate of Science in Pre-Science. Isabella S. Chavez, Associate of Science in Pre-Science. Rachel T. Martinez, Associate of Science in Pre-Science.
I now invite Associate Dean Amy Chavez Aguilar, representing Social and Behavioral Sciences, to the podium.
Dr. Archuleta, I present the certificate and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the University of New Mexico Taos faculty to the regents for their respective certificates and degrees.
Michelle Felix, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood Education. Elena I. Ortiz, Associate of Science, Education. Daniela E. Cortez, Associate of Science in Education.
One more time, a huge round of applause to the UNM-Taos class of 2026. We welcome Slice of Southern Singers, who will share a song to honor the graduates.
Check one, check one. Check one, check one. Check, check.
We all ha, we all, we hey, yo, oh, hey, we all ha, we all, we hey, yo, oh, hey, we all, hey, yo, oh, we all, we ha, ya, yo, hey, ya, we ha, ya, hey, yo, oh, hey, yo, hey, yo, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, we all. Hey ha ya yo hey ya, hey ha ya hey yo ho hey yo hey yo yo hey yo hey yo hey yo hey yo hey we all ha we all we hey yo oh wow we all ha we all we hey yo oh wow
Would all the graduates please stand? Dr. Gutierrez, please recognize these candidates as graduates of UNM-Taos.
I hereby confer upon the graduates their respective degrees with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities that pertain therein. As a symbol of your completion, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Please join me in congratulating the University of New Mexico class of 2026.
Would everyone please rise for a closing blessing by Taos Pueblo tribal leadership?
Tomana homa kana milkin o katsal mo kunya tayo hinay wa ko yung tuitsuwi mo matom ako mauwa ko makuil sama ko haba makawa ko wilnen masowa ko natupo kama Yano mo sa kutpo daho nam uway no yo mo mayan piu haba piu mo tsanen piu ana mo tsanen piu haba yo mo tsay mayan piu haba piu mo makhiyan piu anam uway no kuyat ay no makhiba bato mano makhiba yo mo mayan piu manaway kul ko ton ay tsal ay mo kutsal kum ko Ot en mo may dama ko bahipyo o moment pyo bahipyo o kutsal kwan man pyo yan mo queen mo tama na o may o tama yo hinay no ko yo mayaman o tsay o abawiwa tu po o say hinakun o nam tama kumba ino kuyat ay no iwa mamapula ma ino abahuay tamuwa ino Yo hinay no kumanaway kulkut maya sang hipihe kun o pasang hinatsay kun o tomanawa ma akala milakhin o nasay ko yo masama anam tom kumba ino tomanawa ma akala milakhin abakun at ang paymala mo o ko yo masama aba yo bawt anaman o kun o nasay kun o Yano dia ho matsiapoy ho nam tomo kumba ino. Kuyat ay no yo amo ba tomo na ho makana milkino mapul abang magayo himayaman o tomo kumba ino nasay kun o mamay uyit awo ay mamay wan mo yaga anatsel kan la nam tomo kumba ino. Yan tusan kwa ko Huwag matsay tapo bahuwag masilom yung bakan mawanak nasay ko yung masama piu malaho ng tomo kumba ino yan tama na umakana may kin masama ayan toyo ay tino yan piu malaho daw ito buong mahuma tutatin kinatutakuan tatin o ba yung himaya ano ng tomo kumba ino yan hat mo sa kutput mo ng uwa ino. Congratulations from Taos Pueblo and all you graduates, and now the door is open for better opportunities, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
This concludes the UNM-Taos graduation. For everyone's safety, we ask that families and friends in the audience please remain at your seats until the recessional is completed. Graduates will be proceeding to the courtyard across from the parking lot for the reception. You may meet them in the courtyard shortly, and for everyone's safety, please refrain from gathering in the parking lot. One more time, congratulations to the class of 2026. Please rise for the recessional performed by Mariachi Los Tigres.